Hey everybody, it's UndoneLyric, and I was trying to sing like Whitney Houston earlier, and it did not work out so well because like I can have a really high-pitched voice, but I don't know. Alright, so we have two major topics to talk about today. One is a not so great video that we posted, and the reason why it was obvious to some people and obviously not to some, including myself, until after the fact, which some of you may already know what that is. So we'll get that at in a minute. What we're going to talk about right now is commentators up being suspended. Why? Why is commentators being suspended for right now? Oh, well, basically it falls back on a lot of different things. Mainly, you know, it's making a lot of people upset. You're like, why does it make people upset? Well, because people aren't, you know, winning, and you know, this and that. I mean, there's people that submitted, you know, 2 or 3, 4 videos and they didn't get picked. You know what I mean? And it's just getting a little bit hectic, and people are starting to not. You know, I want to make this channel like you know, a happy place or whatever you want to call it. I don't know. All right, I want to make it like a nice, friendly environment. Is basically what I'm saying. All right, so. You know, here's the deal. This has a little bit to do with Beginia as well. No, I'm not spinning it because of him whatsoever, but it's just coming up in his commentary because he told me that if I didn't address this, he was going public about this. That's fine. Let's do it. Let's go public about this because Beginia actually cheated on the voting system. I wasn't even going to bring it up. I was just going to let it slide and pretend it never happened, just so that way we could save all kinds of drama. But you know what, man? If you want to keep sending me nasty messages, let's do it. And you know what? I can absolutely prove that he cheated, without a doubt, okay? And let me explain a couple things to you on how we know he cheated, okay? Let's do this. He sent us several messages during the voting period. Probably like 2 or 3 in total. Alright, and one message, he sent us a message saying this voting system, you know, is unfair, your subscribers are not voting, all I have to do is reset my modem and I get a new IP address so I can vote again. Okay? So think about those two things right there. Your subscribers are not voting, all I have to do is reset my modem to get a new IP address. Because the poll was based on your web browser and your IP address, so that way people can't, you know, put in multiple votes. All right. Not only that, but every time someone votes, they log their IP address. With their IP address comes their country, and even state if you're in the United States. Okay. That's all I can see. I can't see your address. Don't worry. Don't panic. Okay. But all right. So let me explain this. Remember what I said about those two things alone, okay? Well over probably 75% of his votes all came from Portugal on the same exact web browser version. Same exact web browser and version. Now server logs keep this information. It's not something that I'm like stalking people when they go to the website. Don't worry about that. You know, if you've ever had a website, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's just part of the logs. It logs the browser, what version the browser was, and that's for testing purposes. So that way, you know, whatever, you can see what browser goes to your, you know, website most often, blah, 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 all that good stuff. Alright. So, what else did he say? Oh yeah, he said that if I didn't fix this problem, that he was going to go public about it. And he didn't want to have to do that. So he basically was threatening me on something that he boosted with, that he thought he won or something. And alright, now let's talk about the other guy that was, I mean, there was 3 people, but really Kirsten S sort of dropped way down, unfortunately. But alright, the other guy, App, the Russian guy, that had that like crazy third/first person shooter flying game thing, okay? I looked at his votes, looked at them. They were from all across the United States. A couple from in other countries like, you know, UK, you know, things where our subscribers actually come from. There was like maybe 4 or 5 that came from like one state. Whatever, I could let that slide. You know what I mean? I mean, there's literally like over 30 or 40 votes from Portugal alone. Okay. And every time he was getting votes more often than Miginho was. App would start getting votes from different places. It wasn't on proxies or anything like that. He would start getting votes, and all of a sudden Miginho would start getting votes. It was almost consistent. I mean, you can look at the timestamps even. It just looks really funny. So, like I said, just think about everything I did say, and trust me, I do know what I'm talking about. I am an IT professional. I've worked in web hosting companies. You know what I mean? I don't know how to exactly prove that I know what I'm talking about, but I know what I'm talking about. I know exactly what happened. Miginho boosted and cheated his votes to try to win. Okay? Like I said, remember those two things. He said subscribers were not voting, and he said that he can reset his IP address so he can vote again. Okay? Most of the votes came from Portugal. What do you guys think? Okay? Now, that's just a simple explanation. I have more detailed explanation that, if I need to, I will release, and I will get into, and I will explain to everybody, step by step, how I figured out he was cheating. Okay? We'll do that if it needs to come down to it. We'll see. Okay? So, alright, now I have most of that out of the way. Man, I don't like being like that. But you know what? Sometimes you have to. So, look. We have a bad video we posted. Now, with this bad video we posted was actually a few videos back. It was on Nuketown. Someone had a G11. They got like over 100 kills and like 20 deaths, whatever. Alright, I didn't realize this, whatever. No one realized it before we posted it. But there was actually a hack in the video. Okay? There was a hack going on in this game. Now, this game was not something that any of us at Spontaneous Gameplay did. It was not from our perspective. We were not in this game. It came from one of Bloodseek's subscribers. One of Bloodseek's subscribers was like, hey dude, I have this awesome gameplay, I want you to have it, you know, you can commentate over it, whatever. And he's like, okay. So he's been sitting on it for a few months now. Alright, and then he's like, alright, you know, let's use it. We never really paid attention to the gameplay really hard to see that there was a prestige hack in there. And what is a prestige hack exactly? Basically, it gives you guns that you're not supposed to have before. Basically, it unlocks all the guns, even at like level 1. It unlocks like everything. Okay? And you still rank up, but you just have all the guns all the time. And like all the pro perks and all that stuff. Alright, so yeah. That's what was happening in the video. And you know, guys, I'm sorry it happened. I didn't even realize it because I guess I didn't pay attention to when he like leveled up and he had a G11 the whole time. So, you know, I apologize, guys. I just want to let you guys know that it wasn't something that we did intentionally. I have a half mind to actually delete the video altogether, but it's already been up, so it's like whatever. But I just hope you guys have listened to the video this far, so you guys know what's going on with that. They even said in the beginning of the video it was, you know, someone else's gameplay. So some people didn't see it, and people are accusing us of being, you know, hackers, get good gameplays, stuff like that. Not true. Not true at all. Okay. I definitely wouldn't do that because that would be really stupid. In my opinion, that would be really dumb for someone to do, because as soon as that gets patched, you suck. You know what I'm saying? So that's the end of the gameplay, guys. You are looking at a black screen. This has been UndoneLyric, clearing the air. Bye. Hey everybody, please rate, comment, and subscribe.